Peace Blessing was a very beautiful experience. I saw so many brides and grooms from all around the world. It's so beautiful to see, so colorful. And all the young ladies look so beautiful in their white dresses. And the men, they all look so hopeful.
I was really amazed to be confronted by this sea of white dresses and dark suits, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people, even thousands maybe, sitting there waiting to, in a sense, take their marriage vows.
On my way into the stadium, one woman that I had been talking to told me that she was a little bit skeptical. How could these young people have a personal experience at that moment when they're sitting on this floor with hundreds or thousands of other people? Isn't the marriage ceremony supposed to be something for family? And I sat next to her during this blessing. And there was the moment when on the screen you could see one young man who, when the camera was on his face and then he saw himself on the screen, you could see he went like this and he said, you know, waving. It was so beautiful. Of course he was thinking about his mother. And of course the mother was probably there in the room and thinking about him. It's not so much just that you have to be physically next to the person to have the deep family or personal experience, but it was in his heart at that moment. And then I looked at the lady who was sitting next to me who had said these things to me, and she was crying. And I know that she felt the same thing that I felt, and maybe many other mothers in the audience who saw that moment on that screen probably felt the same thing, that it's a very personal experience for these young people who were participating in that event.
They have such a goodness about their faces. They look like they know deep in their heart that it's actually a holy union, truly holy, because they're making a statement to all the world that their union is going to bless the greater world with their vision of peace.
I look at these young couples and I think that their lives will probably go in that direction, where they want to contribute to world peace, and they want to have children and grandchildren who also will grow up wanting to contribute to world peace. And I think the feeling at the moment, in the moment when you see these young people, and not so young people, the older people who are going for a rededication, same thing. Maybe first time they weren't thinking like that, but they want to rededicate, this time thinking about having a much larger vision or goal for their marriage. And it's the surest way to keep marriages intact, is when you can have a larger vision for the purpose of your marriage.
Most marriages today, they do make a vow in front of God, but this is a little bit different. You are actually making a statement on a worldwide basis that your marriage is more than just a marriage, but it is a union between a man and a woman centered on God-centered values, and that these couples have promised to raise their children in a God-centered environment and uphold the good traditions of all religions. To see all these people make a public statement that their union as a new couple, husband and wife, is for the sake of world peace. I think this is just fantastic.